शोभते, हिमालयः पर्वतराजः हिमालयः शोभते. Okay, now again the next question, एषः हिमालयः कुत्र अस्ति?
उत्तरभागे अस्ति.
उत्तरभागे अस्ति.
उत्तरभागे, कस्य उत्तरभागे?
भारतस्य उत्तरभागे.
समीचीनम्, उत्तरभागे अस्ति. उत्तरभागे पर्वतराजः हिमालयः शोभते. कस्य उत्तरभागे? भारतस्य, कस्य देशस्य? भारतस्य उत्तरभागे हिमालयः वर्तते. So उत्तरभागे, in the northern part of the country Bharata, Parvataraja, that is the king of mountains, Parvataraja ityukte king of mountains, Himalayah shobhate. Himalayah, is there any sandhi in this word?
Hima plus alayah.
Very good. Hima plus alayah, Himalayah, which is savarna dirgha sandhi. Okay, next I shall show the meaning in the bottom of this page. You can read out that as well. Of country Bharata, in the northern part, Parvataraja, the king of mountains, Himalayah shobhate, exists or basically shines. Now, Parvatebhyaha anekaha nadyah prabhavanti. Again, kriyapadam
प्रभवन्ति.
prabhavanti. Now, kani prabhavanti?
Nadyah prabhavanti.
नद्यः प्रभवन्ति. ओके, नदी नद्यौ नद्यः, प्रथमा विभक्तिः बहुवचनम्. सो भारतस्य षष्ठी विभक्तिः, उत्तरभागे सप्तमी विभक्तिः, and the remaining two words in prathama vibhakti and prathama purusha ekavachanam. Here this is nadyah is prathama vibhaktiः bahuvachanam, this is prathama purushah bahuvachanam. Okay, कीदृश्यः नद्यः अथवा कति नद्यः प्रभवन्ति?
अनेकाः नद्यः प्रभवन्ति.
समीचीनम्, अनेकाः, not one but many. अनेकाः, न एकः, you can think that way. अनेकाः नद्यः प्रभवन्ति. कुतः प्रभवन्ति?
पर्वतेभ्यः प्रभवन्ति.
Very good. Kutah is from where? From where? Panchami vibhakti. I have asked a question related to Panchami vibhakti. Parvatebhyaha is again Panchami vibhakti bahuvachanam. Not from just one mountain but many mountains basically. These rivers start or originate from various mountains. Okay, so that is the meaning of this. Parvatebhyaha is Panchami vibhakti bahuvachanam. Good. Next. So in the Antima Vakyam, the third sentence, there is no specific Kriya Padam, but from this we can know this is what the Pramukhaha is, something which we can consider. Ke Pramukhaha, which are all which are all famous or important or prominent?
Ganga, Yamuna, Godavari ityadyaha Pramukhaha.
Nadishu ke Pramukhaha, so Kani Pramukhaha or Kaha Pramukhaha, any form we can ask. So then Nadishu Ganga, Yamuna, Godavari ityadyaha. Ityadyaha means these all and beyond or more than these, etc. So these are Pramukhaha. So any sandhi in this?
Ityadyaha.
Very good. Can you split?
Iti plus adyaha.
Very good. Iti adyaha. Very good. Iti adyaha yan sandhi. Hope this portion is clear. Nadyaha rivers, prabhavanti originate, nadishu among the rivers, ityadyaha these, pramukhaha important ones. So now what I should do is for this particular lesson. So the meaning of most of the words that are occurring in the sentences have been given in the bottom table. So now as an activity and as a practice, you need to write the translation for these sentences on your own. So because there was also request in the previous classes saying we need to practice more with respect to the translation to understand which vibhakti, etc. So I have given you the word meanings. Now you need to frame the sentences in English. That is Bharatasya Uttarabhage Parvataraja Himalaya Shobhate. In the northern part of country Bharata, the king of the mountains - Himalaya shines or exists. So something like this, you will have to construct a meaningful sentence out of the meanings that are given in this slide. Okay, please try doing it. It will be a good practice, and also you will learn how to translate also which is important. There could be some questions related to translation. That is one. But another important aspect is, if you read any other sentence other than what we have learned so far, you will be in a position to understand and translate it into your own regional language. Okay, we shall proceed further. Now, अस्माभिः पूर्वमपि पठितम् अष्ट दिशः we had learned the names of 8 directions. Do you remember, either of you?
आम् महोदय।
वक्तुं शक्यते वा?
आम्। उत्तरा, ईशानी, ऐशानी, पूर्वा, आग्नेयी, दक्षिणा, नैऋती, पश्चिमा, वायव्या.
Very good, very good. So these are the 8 directions: Purva, Paschima, Uttara, Dakshina. Just chosen the main directions first, and then Agneyi, Nairiti, then Vayavya and Aishani. Ashta Dishaha and Ashta Dikpalakaha. So Uttare Bhage in the northern region. That is the meaning. Okay. Dhanyavadaha. Both of you have participated well. Namrata Bhagini and Pragya Bhagini. Okay, so I shall call out the next 2 students. So please lower your hands if you have a chance, if you have got a chance. Okay, next, Koham Venkatakrishnan.
Ram Ram Mahoday.
Ram. Yes,
Ram
please start.
Ram Mahoday.
Yes.
Gangayaha Uttama Sthanam Gangotri. Sa Ganga Purva Samudram Sammilati.
Very good.
Bharati Yaha Purva Samudram Ganga Sagaraha. Paschima Samudram Sindhu Sagaraha iti Katyanti. Katyanti.
Yes, very good. Dhanyavadaha. Now, here there are a few facts that are related to some of the rivers. In the first sentence, there is no Kriya Padam per se, but one thing that we'll have to assume at the end of this is Asti. Okay? Asti or Vartate or Bhavati or any of these general Kriya Padas we can make use of. That means to say, Gangayaha Udgamasthanam Gangotri Asti, Gangotri Vartate, anything. Okay? So, kim asti udgamasthanam asti. Kasya udgamasthanam? Whose
Gangotri.
No, I'm asking the question whose, okay? Or kasyaha udgamasthanam, to make it easier for you. We'll have to identify a word which is in Shashti Vibhakti. Kasyaha or kasya. That is right. Gangayaha udgamasthanam asti. Kim asti udgamasthanam? If you ask a question, Gangotri asti. Okay. Udgamasthanam Gangotri asti. So this is Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. So Gangayaha Udgamasthanam Gangotri asti. Now, Udgamasthanam is place of origin, from where it starts. Okay. Sa Ganga Purva Samudram Sammilati. Sammilati is a Kriyapadam. Ka athwa kim sammilati, Ganga sammilati, kam sammilati, then
Purva Samudram
sammilati. Okay, Purva Samudraha is basically the east side of the ocean or the sea. Okay, so Purva Samudram sammilati. Next, Bharatiyaha Purva Samudram. What do Bharatiyas or what do Indians call this Purva Samudram? Purva Samudram eva Ganga Sagaraha tathaiva Paschima Samudram Sindhu Sagaraha iti kathayanti. So we Indians call Purva Samudram as Ganga Sagara and then Paschima Samudram as Sindhu Sagara. Iti kathayanti. Iti means thus. We call it thus. Kathayanti, we call it or we know it as the ways we can use it. Okay. So Bharatiyaha, Prathama Vibhakti Vachanam, Purva Samudram, Ganga Sagaraha, all these words are in Prathama Vibhakti only because you are referring to them. Purva Samudram Gangasagarah iti, Pashchima Samudram Sindhusagarah iti kathayanti. Okay, Bharatiyaha kathayanti. Kimiti kathayanti, what do they call or what do they know if you ask a question? Purva Samudram is equal to Gangasagarah, Pashchima Samudram is equal to Sindhusagarah. Okay, so Sammilati means merges. Ganga, Sa Ganga, this Ganga, or basically that Ganga which originates in Gangotri merges with the Purva Samudram. Merges with the Purva Samudram. So this is the meaning of these sentences. Hope it is clear. Dhanyawadaha, Venkatesh Mohdaya and Koha Mohdaya. Welcome.
Dhanyawada. Ram.
Ram Ram Ram. Okay, we should go to the next slide. So Vinay SV, Brinda Srinivasan. Vinay, can you read?
महोदय दक्षिण भारते कावेरी तुंगभद्रा शरावती इत्यादयाः नद्यः प्रवहन्ति तुंगा नदीतीरे शृंगेरी क्षेत्रं विराजते अन्य नदीनां उद्गमस्थानादि विवरणम् अधः दर्शितम्.
Okay, Uttamam. First we'll understand these sentences and then we shall see. Dakshina Bharate Kaveri Tungabhadra Sharavati Ityadyaha Pravahanti. Pravahanti is a Kriyapadam. Kani Pravahanti or Ke Pravahanti or Kaha Pravahanti, any of these questions. Then Kaveri Ityadyaha Nadyaha Pravahanti. Kani Nadyaha athva Kaha Nadyaha, if you ask the question, then it will be Kaveri Tungabhadra Sharavati Ityadyaha Nadyaha Pravahanti. Kutra Pravahanti, where, if you ask a question, then answer is Dakshina Bharate. Dakshina Bharate is again similar to Uttara Bhage. Bharatasya Uttara Bhage, Dakshina Bharate. Both are equivalent in the sense towards the south of India, or in the southern region of India, southern region of Bharata. And similarly, Uttare Bhage or Uttara Bhage, it is in the northern region. So in the South India, Kaveri, Tungabhadra, Sharavati, Ityadyaha, again here also the same Sandhi, Iti Adyaha, Yan Sandhi, Nadyaha, Pravahanti. Then Tunga Nadi Tire, Shringeri Kshetram Virajate. Tunga Nadi Tire, on the banks of the river Tunga. Tiraha means bank. Okay. Tunga Nadi, Tunga Nadyaha Tire. So on the banks of the river Tunga, Shringeri Kshetram Virajate. Virajate is shining or it exists. Okay. So Shringeri Kshetram, the name of the place is Shringeri Kshetram, which you all will be knowing. Shringeri, and this particular course is being run by the Shringeri Sura Saraswati Sabha. Okay. So Tunga Nadi Tire, Shringeri Kshetram Virajate. Virajate is Atmanepadi. Virajate, Virajete, Virajante. The forms are like that. Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. Because Kshetram Virajate. This is again in Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam. And Tunga Nadi Tire. Can you identify the Vibhakti?
Saptami Prati.
Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
On the banks of river Tunga. The place named exists or okay. Anya Nadinam Udgama Sthanadi Vivaranam Adhaha Darshitam. Okay. Anya Nadinam, for other rivers. Anya Nadinam Udgama Sthanadi Vivaranam. Udgama Sthana Adi Vivaranam. Okay. Udgama Sthana Adi Vivaranam Adhaha Darshitam. Adhaha means below. Adhaha means below. Darshitam is shown. Okay. So we'll see that in the next slide. But this is part of the textbook, and below this statement they have shown a table. Ataha evam vartate. So Anya Nadinam. Can you identify which vibhakti this word is in?
षष्ठी विभक्ति बहुवचन.
Very good. Shashti vibhakti bahuvachanam. Nadyah nadyoho nadinam, right? Anya nadinam. So of other rivers. Okay. Udgama sthanadi vivaranam is again prathama vibhakti ekavachanam. Adhaha darshitam. It is shown below, as below. Okay. Dhanyawadaha Vinay Mahodaya and Brinda Bhagini, well participated. So here I just want to add one more point. Shringeri Kshetram. So since this word came, so I had the opportunity to visit Shringeri and have darshan of the Jagat Gurus last week. That is on Saturday. I had been to Shringeri, and Visheshataha, I was able to convey that there are many students who are attending this course for the Prathama exam, and Guru were like so compassionate. He asked about how many students are attending and whether they are attending live or etc. These questions were asked by Guru as well, and the Guru has blessed all of us and has said have said that this learning path will be very much useful and will be everyone will be able to learn well. So that is one thing which I just wanted to share. So on behalf of all of you, I have offered our pranams and namaskarams to Gurus. Okay, we should proceed further. So this is the table. Now we will try to understand and read out a few sentences from here. Okay, Kalyan Mahodaya and then Prakash Mohini Bhargava.
Namo Namah.
Namaste. So Nadi, Udgamasthanam and Sangamasthanam. So these are the three parameters or three information that has been given in the table. One is the river, Nadi. Udgamasthanam is the place of origin, and Sangamasthanam is a place where it ends or where it
Samudraha.
Okay.
Yes.
So Ganga, Gangotri, and Pura Samudraha. Now we shall try to construct sentences using this. I will give one example, and then later one by one, like for three sentences, Kalyan Mahodaya will tell, and for the next three, Mohini Mahodaya will tell. So Gangayaha Udgamasthanam Gangotri, Sangamasthanam Purva Samudram. Okay. So in this way, we'll have to tell. Okay. So can you try for the next sentences?
Yes, sir. Yamunayaha Udgamasthanam Yamunotri, Sangamasthanam Purva Samudram.
Recording in progress.
Godavari.
Godavari is Ikaranta Strilinga Shabda, similar to Nadi. Nadyaha, I can give an example. Now you can.
Yeah. Godavaryaha. Godavaryaha Udgamasthanam Brahmagirihi, Sangamasthanam Purva Samudram.
Very good. Oh, okay, I think the other sentence came up. Okay, Kimetam. Yeah, you can continue.
Saraswatyaha Udgamasthanam Trijunam, Sangamasthanam Hugli Nadi.
Yes, okay. Dhanyawadaha, Kalyan Mahodaya. So,
Dhanyawad.
Mohini Bhagini, can you tell the remaining three sentences? You can unmute. You can read the next three sentences.
Narmadaha. Narmadayaha. Udgam sthanam Amarkantakam.
Kantakam.
Asti. Amarkantakam asti. Narmada Sangam sthanam Paschim Samudra asti.
Paschima Samudram. Okay, Paschima Samudram, both are correct. Both we can use. So Narmada
This is what ling? This Paschim Samudra will be Pulling or Napunsak ling?
Both are correct. Both are there. Samudram, Samudraha, both are correct. It exists in both the lingas. Okay. For the next one, Sindhu, don't worry, because this Ukaranta Strilinga Shabda. So that we will leave it, or we will just see what it is. You can go for the last one, Kaveri.
Kaverya Udgam Sthanam Tal Kaveri
Tala Kaveri.
Tal Kaveri.
Right.
Tal Kaveri. In Sangam Kaverya Sangam Sthanam Purva Samudra.
Purva Samudram. Okay. Yes.
Here also it can be both.
Yes. So the last one is basically Sindho. Ukarantaha Strilinga Shabdaha, Sindho Shabdaha. For that, the Shashti Vibhakti will be Sindhoho. Sindhoho. Okay, you can remember
Sindhoho Udgam Sthanam Tibet. Sangam Sthanam Paschim Samudram.
Pashchima Samudram. Okay, there's no Nakara here. Samundar maybe is a Hindi word, but here there's no Nakara. Okay, Samudraha. That's it. Samudram. Okay. Dhanyawadaha, Bhagini and Kalyan Mahodaya. Thanks for participating. So we shall proceed further. This is just a table giving all the place of origin and the where it merges or where it ends basically. So please remember these places, these Udgamasthanam and Sangamasthanam. This may be asked in the questions, and also choose the fourth word basically, wherein they will give, say for example, Godavari, Brahmagirihi, then Sindhu dash or something like that. So then you'll have to know if Brahmagiri was the Udgamasthanam or it was Sangamasthanam, etc. And then you will have to use answer it correctly. Okay, we shall proceed further. Jyotilakshmi Bhagini, Arun NN.
Namaste Mahodaya.
Namaste. You can start reading, Bhagini.
Tatha cha parvata garbhe ye saraha santi te saraha nadi pravahena tate vikiryante ataha na daridryam nadi tatasthanam pradhanataya sapta nadyah pravahanti taha nadyah pratah smaraniyaha आस्तिकाः जनाः एवं नदीः प्रत्यहं संस्मरन्ति.
Very good. Uttamam, well read. Okay, we'll go from the first sentence. So which are the Kriya Padas in the first sentence? Arun Mahodaya and Jyotilakshmi Bhagini, both of you can answer.
Santi vikiryante.
Okay, Santi and vikiryante. Okay, we'll first see the Santi part. Okay, okay. Ke Santi?
Saraha Santi.
Very good. Santi is Prathama Purusha Bahuvachanam. Saraha is again Prathama Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Saraha Santi. Okay.
Kidrishaha Saraha. Saraha.
No, A is basically, okay, yes, Kidrishaha, we can ask a question, no doubt. Because here, A and Te, these are related. Okay, so this is like using this A, Te to construct two parts of the sentence, to join two parts of the sentence in some way. So, Tatha, in that way also, Parvata Garbhe Saraha Santi. That is simple, one sentence. But now, combine this sentence with something more, and that's why you use Parvata Garbhe Ye Saraha Santi Te Saraha Nadi Pravahena Kate Vikiryante. So that's why we are actually joining two sentences using these conjunctions. Okay. So Cha and all these are avyayas. Tatha Cha are avyayas. Parvata Garbhe Saptami Bhakti Ekavachanam. Okay, so Te again Prathama Bhakti Bahuvachanam and Prathama Bhakti Bahuvachanam here. Te Saraha Nadi Pravahena. Can you identify Vachana? Vibhakti and Vachana?
Te Bahuvachana. Tat Shabdasya.
No, here Nadi Pravahena.
Nadi Pravahena Tritiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam.
That's right. Tritiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Nadi Pravahaha. Okay. Pravahaha. So Pravahena Ramena. Okay. Tate. Saptami Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Tate is also on the banks. Okay. Tire, Tate, all these are the same. Vikiryante. Vikiryante is basically will be spread or will be deposited or distributed, etc. All these words you can use. Vikiryante. Okay, so these Saraha means any essence or richness, etc. Okay, minerals or whatever you can think about. These are spread out or will get distributed on the banks of these rivers because of the nadi pravaha, because by the flowing of the water. Okay, ataha, because of this reason, because of this reason. So again, here also ataha is it's an avyayam. Na daridriyam nadi tatasthanam, nadi tatasthanam daridriyam nasti, na asti. You can also think asti as the kriya padam at this end of this sentence. Okay, so what is that? Nadi tatasthanam, for people who live on or near the banks of this river. Nadi tatasthanam daridriyam nasti. There is no poverty, you can think of that. Daridriyam nasti. Okay. Next, pradhanataya, in the main way, if you look at it, pradhanataya, sapta nadyah pravahanti. There are 7 rivers that flow. Importantly, most importantly, there are 7 rivers that flow. Taha nadyah pratasmaraniyaha. Taha nadyah, these rivers have to be remembered every day in the morning. Okay, the first thing that we should do is to remember. Pratasmaraniya means to remember it every day and in the morning that we should do. Okay.
Gangecha yamune chaivada.
Yes, tadevasti agre pashyamah. So astikaha janaha evam nadihi pratyaham samsmaranti. Astikaha janaha. So astikaha janaha. Astikaha means what? If you ask a question, one who believes in God and one who believes in, as per our tradition, one who believes in the Veda Marga, whatever is there or whatever the scripture is there in the Vedas, whatever is said, one who believes these is called an astika. The opposite of astika will be nastikaha. Okay, astikaha janaha evam nadihi pratyaham samsmaranti. Can you identify which vibhakti nadihi is?
Nadihi bahuvachanam advitiya vibhakti.
Very good. Dvitiya vibhakti bahuvachanam. So astikaha janaha samsmaranti. Kim samsmaranti? Nadihi samsmaranti. Okay. Kada samsmaranti?
Pratyaham.
Pratyaham. Pratyaham means every day. Okay. This is also an avyaya. Okay. Pratyaham is also an avyaya. This means every day. Okay. So all the meanings have been given here below. So
Prati aham pratyaham yensanti.
Yes, very good. Prati aham pratyaham. So here pradhanataya. So pradhanataya is not there. Pradhanataya. That visarga is not there. I shall correct it. So smaraniyaha must be remembered. Okay, smaraniyaha must be remembered. Prataha is again avyaya. Prataha means in the morning. I hope all the words in this slide are clear.
Mahoday.
Dhanyawada.
Dhanyawada.
Okay, so we shall proceed further. So sapta nadyaha, sapta number 7. Okay, so nadyaha, nadi nadyo nadyaha. So I'm not telling for each and every word the vibhakti and vachana. I think you'll be able to figure it out. So even otherwise, I will touch upon a few words and then tell this so that it's easier for you to also remember. Okay, we'll proceed further. So here is where the shloka is there. Sapta nadyaha pravahanti we had seen. So which are those 7 nadis, etc. And what else is there? So this is the shloka that we can remember. And most of the times we use this also while doing a nadi stanam or while we are actually doing a puja, etc. So Padma Bhagini, Ghansha Mahodaya.
Gange cha yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru Nadi tate eva sarvaha samskritayah samudbhavanti tatra bharatiya samskritehe nadya eva adhara bhutaha nadi jalam atyamulyam pujaniyam cha.
Very good. Dhanyawadaha. So first one, Gange cha yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. So this is the shloka that we chant. So let us try to identify if there are any sandhis in this. So Ghansha Mahodaya or Padma Bhagini, can you identify any sandhis in this?
Jale asmin, jale asmin. It is a purva sandhi.
Yes, don't worry about the sandhi name. Yes, Jale asmin, that is one sandhi which is there. Any other sandhi that you can see?
Samud bhavanti.
No, in this itself. Can you identify which sandhi this is?
Cha and eva. Cha plus eva.
That is right. Cha eva, chaiva. It is vriddhi sandhi. Aikara has come. Vriddhi sandhi. Okay. Gange cha yamune cha eva godavari saraswati narmade sindhu kaveri jale asmin sannidhim kuru. Okay. Now, in which vibhakti all these words are? Can you identify?
Gange seva saptami vibhakti prathama vachan.
No. Is it saptami vibhakti? Check. Padma Bhagini, can you?
1.3. It's a point.
No.
It's the bahuvachanam. Gange chayam.
No.
No. Okay.
So how will the form? Okay, what is the word? Gange is there. Okay, but what is the primary word? Or the Prathama Bhakti form is what? We have seen now. Ganga, Akara.
Gangaha.
Ganga is the Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. Okay. Now, if you remember, Sita, Site, Sitaha. Okay. Which vibhakti?
Iti prathama vibhakti dvivachan.
Okay. No, that is also wrong. I just said Ganga, Sita, Site, Sitaha. But there also Site is there, but similar to Gange. But in this case, this is Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti. He Site, He Site, He Sitaha. So there is only one Ganga. Okay. So Dvivachana is not possible. So here it is Saptami Bhakti. It is Sambodhana Prathama Bhakti Ekavachanam. Okay. I will put 1*.1. Okay. This is Sambodhana Prathama Bhakti. Hey Gange, Hey Yamune, Hey Godavari. Oh, all these rivers, please Sannidhim Kuru. Please come here. Kuru is basically again a Kriya Pada which is in Madhyama Purusha Ekavachanam. Okay. This is in Lot Lakara. Okay. This we haven't learned, so don't worry about it. But this is in Madhyama Purusha. So we are referring to these rivers as you. Hey Gange, Hey Yamune, Hey Godavari. Please come here. Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. Please come here and be a part of this water. Okay. In this water. Jale Asmin. Jale Asmin. These two are basically in Saptami Bhakti Ekavachana. Jale Asmin. Okay. Asmin is also Saptami Bhakti Ekavachana. Okay, so the remaining all the words, okay, except for Cha and Chaiva, all the other words, the names of the rivers are in Sambodhana Prathama Bhakti. Sannidhim Kuru. So please be part of this. Okay. Next, Nadi Tate Eva, again Saptami Bhakti Ekavachanam. Please identify Sarvaha Samskritayaha. Sarvaha Samskritayaha. Samskritihi is a Strilinga Shabda. Sarva is a Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. So Sarvaha is 1.3. Again, Samskritayaha is 1.3. Samskritihi, Samskriti, Samskritayaha. We have not learned these forms. Don't worry. Samudbhavanti. Samudbhavanti will be originated or will start. Basically, any culture basically will start on the banks of river, on the banks of the rivers only. So we can remember the Vedic civilization, any civilization for that matter. Wherever life has existed, that is only possible from the banks of the river itself. Okay. So that is what is being also said. Tatra Bharatiya Samskritehe, of the Bharatiya culture, of the Indian culture, Nadyaha Eva Adhara Bhutaha. These rivers are the primordial or the foundation for the entire or the complete Sanskriti or culture of India. Bharatiya Samskritehe. Here again, it is Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam of Bharatiya Samskriti. Adhara Bhutaha. Nadyaha Adhara Bhutaha. Whenever this Nadyaha Eva, because of Sandhi, this Visarga has been removed, but Nadyaha Eva Adhara Bhutaha. Adhara Bhutaha is again Bahuvachanam because Nadi Adhara Bhuta, Nadyaha Adhara Bhutaha. Okay, Prathama Bhakti Bahuvachanam. Next, Nadi Jalam Atyamulyam Pujaniyam cha. What is this? If we speak about the water, the river water, what it is? Atyamulyam. it is very precious. Pujaniyam cha, must be worshipped. So this is the meaning of these sentences. Pujaniyam. Okay. So this has to be worshipped. This is basically a Kridanta form. Pujaniyam. It is called Aniyar. Don't worry about the technical terms. Pujaniyam. This means to say this has to be done. Karaniyam. Manasa Satatam Smaraniyam. If you have attended any of the Sambhashana Shibirams, etc., this is one of the things. Pataniyam. All these things you would have heard. This means to say it must be done, must be worshipped, etc. Atyamulyam, Ati Amulyam. Which is a sandhi here?
Yana sandhi.
Yen. It is just yen sandhi, not yana. It is just yen, half nakara. Okay, yen sandhi. Okay. Dhanyavadaha, Padma Bhagini and Ghanshyam Mahodaya. Well answered.
Dhanyavadaha, Mahodaya.
Dhanyavadaha. Okay, we should proceed further. So next, Sanat, JS, Praveena.
Namo Namo Mahodaya.
Namaste. Please read.
Janaha.
Praveena, you can proceed. Yes.
Janaha papa pariharartham punya sampadanartham cha nadim gatva tatra snanam kurvanti. Taha bhaktya pujayanti. Tajjalam tirthamiti svikurvanti.
Uttamam, well read. So let us see now. So first one, identify the Kriya Padam, Sanat, and both of you can identify.
Kurvanti, pujayanti, svikurvanti.
Very good. So these are the Kriya Padams. We will go by sentence. Kurvanti. Can you tell the forms now? Which Purusha and Vachana?
Kurvanti is Bahuvachana.
Right.
And Uttama Purusha?
Is it Uttama Purusha?
Pratama Purusha.
Pratama Purusha.
Karoti kurutaha kurvanti. Kurvanti is a Kriya Padam. Ke kurvanti, who will do is the question. Can you answer now? Ke kurvanti?
Janaha kurvanti.
Very good. Janaha kurvanti. This is in Prathama Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Janaha kurvanti. Janaha karoti. Janaha kurvanti. Okay. Now, Janaha kim kurvanti?
Snanam kurvanti.
Very good. Dvitiya Vibhakti ekavachanam. Snanam kurvanti. Now, kutra snanam kurvanti?
Nadim gatva.
Nadim gatva tatra. Okay, tatra is basically the answer. Tatra snanam kurvanti. Again, if you ask kutra, then nadim gatva. So, having gone to nadi, they take bath. Okay. Now, kimartham. I'm asking one more question. Kimartham, why?
Papa pariharartham punya sampadanartham.
Yes, punya sampadanartham cha. So, why do they take bath going to the rivers? If you ask a question, then the two purposes of this is, one is papa pariharartham and punya sampadanartham. So these are the two purposes why people go to rivers and take bath. Okay. So now, can you identify any sandhis in this? I shall give you a clue.
Papa parihara plus artham.
Very good.
Punya sampadana plus artham.
Very good. Both are which sandhi?
Savarna Dirgha Sandhi.
Very good. Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. Papa Parihara Artham, Punya Sampadana Artham. Both are Savarna Dirgha Sandhis. I mean, both these examples. Okay. Now, Tam. Tam is referring to Nadim. Okay. So, Tam. So, this again in Dvitiya Bhakti Ekavachanam. Bhaktya Pujayanti. That means to say, Nadim Bhaktya Pujayanti. Ke Pujayanti? Janaha. Janaha is again something which is common, which is coming from the first sentence. Tam Bhaktya Pujayanti. Janaha Tam Bhaktya Pujayanti. Tam Nadim Bhaktya Pujayanti. Tajjalam. Tajjalam means the river water. Okay. Tajjalam. Tasyaha Jalam. Okay. If you want to know, like, I mean, how the samasa is. So, Tasyaha Jalam Tirtham iti Svikurvanti. They take the water as it is a divine or a sacred water. So, that's how they accept or they take. So, Svikurvanti. Again here it is kru dhatu only, karoti, similar to that, swikurvanti. Okay, this is also in bahuvachana. Prathama purusha bahuvachana. Janaha swikurvanti, janaha tajjanam, nadi jalam, tirthamiti swikurvanti. Any sandhi in this word? Tirthamiti?
Tirtham iti.
Sandhi, is there a sandhi?
End sandhi?
No. Sanat? Is there a sandhi in this word, first of all?
No, sir.
No sandhi.
Tirtham and iti, it is just a gunitaksharam. Okay. So, yes, just to ensure, emphasize on that, there is no sandhi, I asked that question. So sometimes when I ask what is a sandhi in this word, it may be also to confuse you to think, okay, there may be a sandhi and then you will give out an answer. So be confident and tell the correct answer. So there is no sandhi in this word, tirtham iti. Okay. So it is just a sanyukta, so gunitaksharam here. Okay. So we'll proceed further. Dhanyawadaha, Pravina Bhagini and Sanat.
Dhanyawadaha.
Okay. So we shall proceed further to the next slide. Okay. So, so if you have got a chance, please lower your hand so that more students who have not got chance will be able to get a chance. Sheila Krishnan.
Ram Mahodaya.
Shanta. Ram. Yes, you can read one sentence and Shanta Bhagini can read one sentence. Yeah.
Hariyom. Tadidam jalam upabhogaya iti swartha drishtihi na yukta. Jalasya mitopayogaha hitaya kalpate.
Very good. Shanta Bhagini, can you read the next one?
Adhunikodyamena nadi jalam kalushikryate. Edena jantavaha malila jalapanena rogino bhavanti.
Very good. Let us now try to understand. So, tadidam, that this, okay, this jalam, tadidam jalam, upabhogaya iti swartha drishtihi na yukta. Kim na yukta? Swartha drishtihi na yukta. Yukta is akaranta. So this is again kridanta form. Okay, yuktaha, yukta, etc. are kridanta forms. That means it is not fit. Okay, it is not right or it is not fit, eligible, etc. These are things which we can say the meaning of this. Swartha drishtihi na yukta. Kasya krite, for what? If you ask a question, jalam upabhogaya. Upabhogaya iti. This is just for our use. We can use this water, this river water, however we want. This kind of swartha drishti, this kind of perspective, which is a selfish one, is not right. It's not fit. Okay. Jalasya mitopayogaha hitaya kalpate. Mitopayogaha. Can you identify any sandhi in this?
Tad idam.
No, that is fine. That we have not seen Vyandana sandhi, right? So here, mitopayogaha.
Mita upayogaha.
That is right. Mita upayogaha. Which sandhi?
Mita.
Oh, it's vriddhi, no?
No. So identify. Okara has come. So
U has changed to O. So N sandhi.
Yeah. No.
Gunasandhi.
So what is the Purva Pada and Uttara Pada? Mita, right? It is Akara, Mita. And then
Gunasandhi. Okay.
It is Gunasandhi. Okay. So please practice, revise these concepts again and again. Okay. So Mita Upayogaya. So whenever, see, Yen Sandhi is possible only when the Purva Pada, the first word and the ending letter of the first word is either Ikara, Ukara or Rikara or Likara. If it is Akara, the ending letter of the first word is Akara, then the only possible sandhis are either Savarna Dirgha Sandhi or Guna Sandhi or Vriddhi Sandhi. Now, in the final answer, if you are seeing a Dirgha like A, E or anything, then it is Savarna Dirgha Sandhi. If you are seeing either Okara or Ekara like Ganeshaha, Suryodayaha, etc., then it is Guna Sandhi. If you are seeing Aikara or Aukara, Manaushadhihi, Ekaikam, etc., then it is Vriddhi Sandhi. So it is simple. So break down the Sandhi into this way to remember and then you will be able to apply it. Okay. Hitaya kalpate is the Kriya Padam. Kalpate, kalpete, kalpante. Prathama Purusha Ekavachanam. Hitaya, can you identify which vibhakti this is?
Chaturthi.
Chaturthi vibhakti Ekavachanam. Ramaya, similar to Ramaya. Jalasya, again Shashti vibhakti Ekavachanam. Okay. Tadidam jalam upabhogaya iti swartha drishtihi na yukta. Upabhogaya is again Chaturthi vibhakti here. For the purpose of selfishness, okay, or with the selfish vision for our consumption, for our use, for pleasure, etc. Okay. Adhunikodyamena. Can you identify any sandhi here?
Adhunika Udyamena.
Very good. Adhunika Udyamena. Which sandhi?
Gunasandhi.
Very good. Adhunikodyamena Tritiya Bhaktihi Ekavachanam. By the modernization or by the industrial, any of these activities, etc., by modern industries, Nadi Jalam Kalushi Kriyate. Kalushi Kriyate. So this is one of the new kind of prayoga. Kalushi Kriyate means earlier it was not polluted. Earlier the river was pure, it was good. But by this modern industry, what is happening? It is being polluted. Kalushi Kriyate means it is being polluted. Okay. So Nadi Jalam Kalushi Kriyate is being polluted. Nadi Jalam, the river being polluted. Okay. Next. Etena Jantavaha Malina Jalapanena Rogino Bhavanti. Roginaha Bhavanti. Basically, this is there's a Visarga Santhi. Roginaha Bhavanti if you split it. So Etena, because of this Kalushi Karanam, or because of this pollution, what is happening? Jantavaha means any living or living organism or living being. Jantu is basically a living being. Jantavaha is Bahuvachana.
Bahuvachanam.
Yes. Prathama Bhaktihi Bahuvachanam. Malina Jalapanena. This polluted water. Okay. Malina Jalam Tasya Panena. By drinking this particular polluted water, Roginaha Bhavanti. They become, they will get ill. They will fall ill because of consuming this water, this polluted water. So this is the meaning of these sentences. Hope it is clear. So, so here, mitopayogaha. Mitam means minimum or in a economical way. We need to use it to how much ever it is required. Okay, it is necessary, not beyond it. So we should reduce the wastage of water. So in the other way, if you want to look at this sentence, mitopayogaha, upayogaha is use, hitaya is for benefit, kalpate is needed or it needs to be used for this purpose, etc. Like that we can take. Next, adhunikodyamena, by modern industry, nadi jalam, river water, kalushi kriyate, it gets polluted. Then etena, by this, jantavaha, living beings, malina jalapanena, by drinking polluted water. So drinking is missing here. I shall put that. Panena is basically for drinking. Okay. I shall update this and post it actually. So by drinking this polluted water, people with illness or people will become ill. So that is the meaning of this sentence. Okay. So we'll go to the next slide. Dhanyavadaha, Shanta Bhagini and
Dhanyavadaha.
Yes, Sheila Bhagini. So we'll go to the next slide with new students. Mohana Bhagini and then Monica Bhagini.
Namaskaram, Mahoday.
Yeah, can you read?
Ata jalasya upayogaha jagarukakatayam karaniyaha bheda bhavam vina nadi jalam sarvan upakaroti ataha jantavaha sarve nadinam krite kritagnaha bhaveyuhu.
Very good. So ataha, because of this, jalasya shashti bhaktihi ekavachanam, upayogaha, the use of water, jagarukataya. Can you identify which vibhakti it is? Mohana Bhagini.
Chaturthi, no, Tritiya vibhakti.
Yes.
Tritiya 3.1. Tritiya vibhakti, Mahoday.
Tritiya Bhakti ekavachanam. Karaniyaha. Again here also, this is
a must do.
Yes, Karaniyaha is Prathama Bhakti ekavachanam. Everyone should do. That is what it is. Okay. Next, Bheda Bhavam Vina. So Vina we have seen. Vina is basically an avyayam, without. Okay. Bheda Bhavam Vina, without discrimination. Bhedabhava or Bhedabhava means discrimination. Nadi jalam sarvan upakaroti. So this river water helps everyone. Any discrimination, whether it is any animal or if it is a human being or if it is any trees, etc. Okay, it is the same for everyone. Okay, so without discrimination, sarvan upakaroti, sarvan, similar to Raman, you can think it helps everyone. Okay, so ataha jantavaha sarve nadinam krite kritagnaha bhaveyuhu. For rivers, we should be always grateful towards these rivers. Nadinam krite sarve jantavaha sarve. So all people, all living beings. Nadinam krite, for the rivers. Kritagnaha is again prathama vibhakti bahuvachanam, similar to jantavaha, sarve jantavaha kritagnaha bhaveyuhu. This again in vidhiling lakara, which again we have not read, but it is also prathama purusha and bahuvachanam. Bhavet and bhaveyuhu. Bhaveyuhu is the bahuvachana form. Okay. So that means to say every one of us or every living organism, every living being should be grateful to all these rivers. Okay. So that is the meaning of these sentences. Hope it is clear. Dhanyavadaha. Thanks for your. So upakaroti. So again here again. Karoti is does, upakaroti is helps. Okay, upakaroti is helps. So this is there's no sandhi. I just split showing that this is the prefix or the upasarga that is there. Okay, we shall proceed further. So Gopala Krishnan Mahodaya and Shankar Narayana Mahodaya. Yeah, Gopala Krishnan Mahodaya.
Jalam samesham jivanam. Jelena vina jantavaha na jivanti. Nadivna tadvina krishikaha. Krishim kartumna parayanti. Jalabhave
Jalabhave is right. Yes. Udyamaha
stagita bhavanti. Murgaha pranashyanti. Gagaha jalabhave nashyanti.
Uttamam. Dhanyavadaha. Jalam samesham jivanam. Samesham for everyone. Okay. Jalam samesham jivanam. The life is because of all this, because of water. Okay, water is life of everyone. Okay, water is life for everyone. So that is the meaning of this sentence. Jalena vina. Vina, again we have seen vina. Whenever we use vina, the corresponding word, corresponding noun should be either in dvitiya, tritiya or panchami vibhakti. So in the previous slide where we saw is it was in dvitiya vibhakti. Here we were seeing one more example where jalena vina. Jalena is tritiya vibhakti. Without water, jantavaha na jivanti. The living beings cannot live without water. Jivanti is prathama purusha bahuvachanam. Jivati jivataha jivanti. Tadvina, again, without this water, tadvina, krishikaha, farmers, krishim kartum na parayanti, will not be able to do the krishikarma, will not be able to do the agriculture or farming. Next, jalabhave. Can you identify any sandhi here?
Jalabhave.
Jala and abhave. Jala abhave, jalabhave, savarna dirgha sandhi.
Savarna dirgha sandhi.
Yes. Udyamaha, the industries or any of these, sthagitaha bhavanti. Sthagitaha means stopped, will be stopped. Okay, without water, there can be no production plant, right? So mrigaha pranashyanti. The animals will also be will get destroyed. Khagaha jalabhave nashyanti. Even the birds, mrigaha animals, khagaha. Khagaha, the word is khe gachanti iti khagaha. So which go in the air, which go in the sky basically. Khagaha. Kha means sky. Ga means basically one which goes in the sky. So birds will also get destroyed if there is no water. jalasya abhavaha. Jalasya abhavaha means there's a shortage or scarcity of water. Jalabhave udyamaha sthagitaha bhavanti, mrigaha pranashyanti, khagaha jalabhave nashyanti. So hence we'll have to protect water. So what are the side effects, or what are the consequences if we don't protect water? Then these are the things which will happen. Even human beings also will not be able to live. So that is the overall meaning of these sentences. Hope it is clear. Dhanyawadaha Gopal Krishnan Mahodaya and Shankaranand Mahodaya. Okay, so hope this is clear. Jalam samesham jivanam, samesham of everybody. Okay, so these are some of the new words that you are learning. Please make note of these and try to write notes, write sentences using these words and meanings. Okay, we shall go to the next slide, which is probably the concluding portion of the lesson. Raja Raman Mahodaya and Venkateshan Sundar.
Namaste.
Namaste. Yes, can you please read?
Itham nadim bina jala samriddhi na bhavati, jala samriddhi bina jivana samriddhi na cha na bhavati, atah jivana samriddhyam nadi sarvada samriddhyam nadi sarvada sarvatha sarvada rakshiniya rakshaniya. Nadi.
Okay, no, we will read. We will understand this sentence and then we will see the shloka at the end. Okay, itham, in this way, in whatever we have seen so far. Okay, in this way, nadim vina jala samriddhi na bhavati. Nadim vina, without a nadi, without river, jala samriddhi, abundance of water is not possible. Na bhavati is not possible, is not there. Jala samriddhim vina, it is a chain if you can see. Jala samriddhi na bhavati. Jala samriddhim vina, again, prathama bhakti ekavachanam here, the same thing, the same word in dvitiya bhakti ekavachanam because vina has come. Okay, jala samriddhim vina, jivana samriddhi cha na bhavati. Jivana samriddhi is abundance of life. Life is not possible. Ataha jivana samriddhyartham nadi sarvatha sarvada rakshaniya. Nadi rakshaniya. The river has to be, must be protected. By what? By how? How if you ask? Then sarvatha, by all means. Sarvatha means all means. Sarvada, at all times. Okay. So sarvatha, sarvada, both these are avyayas, which mean at all, always, by any means, and sarvada is at all times. Okay. Rakshaniya has to be protected. So now let us see this. Nadi, nadi tapa vinashaya, papanam haranaya cha, samsara dukkha nashaya, pujyate sarva jantubhihi. This is the shloka that has been given. Before going to understanding the shloka, can you identify any sandhi in this word? Jivana samriddhyartham, Rajana Mahodaya or Venkateshan Mahodaya?
Jivana samriddhi. Jivana
samriddhi artham.
Very good. Samriddhi artham. Which sandhi?
Yan sandhi.
Yes, very good. Samriddhi is ikara there. Artham is the uttarapada. Artham we can still see in the final word. So only one portion is replaced. That is ikara is replaced with yakara. That is yan sandhi. Okay, dhanyawadaha. That is right. So now nadi tapa vinashaya. Why should we nadi pujyate? Sarva jantubhihi nadi pujyate. The nadi is being worshipped by every living being. Okay. Because of what? Why? Why if you ask a question? Tapa vinashaya. Because it regulates heat or it basically removes heat. Okay. Tapa vinashaya. Papanam haranayacha. This is a cultural aspect. We Indians, we believe these nadi will take away our sins. Okay. Papanam haranaya. Papanam haranaya. Haranam also to remove. Okay. Next, samsara dukkha nashaya. So again, this is again a cultural thing which is there. So samsara dukkha nashaya, for destroying all the sorrows of the world. Okay. Pujyate sarva jantubhihi, by all the living beings. So this is the meaning of this shloka. So please try to remember this. This will be useful whenever you would write a small essay, etc., related to Nadi. May not be applicable for Prathama, but this is something which you can recollect, we can use to tell about Nadis, etc. So hope this is clear. All the meanings have been given here. So Papanam, of all the sins, Haranaya, for removing, Samsara Dukkhanashaya, for destroying the sorrows of the world, Pujyate is being worshipped by everyone, by all living beings. Okay, Sarvatha and Sarvada. Please note these words, important words, because this is the first time we are seeing. Pay attention and understand like why these words are and how these words are used and what are their meaning. So Dhanyavadaha Rajanamu Mohodaya and Venkatesh Mohodaya. Thanks for the participation. Okay, so with this we actually complete this lesson and also we are close to the time. So what is the homework? Homework is practice and complete the exercises on Nadi. See the exam corner for the questions. I shall post the questions in the exam corner. And complete writing notes. Please do write notes and please complete the exercises. Okay, I shall open one poll. So kindly answer that. One second, let me see where it is. Okay, yeah, I have started the poll. I think it should be seen on your screens now. Have you completed the exercises on Sandhi? I had asked you to do as part of the homework in the last class, and the questions were uploaded. And also I had put it in the this announcements corner on the course page for you all to complete the exercises on Sandhi. So that is the first question. And would you like to have one Q&A session maybe on this Saturday or in the upcoming week, etc.? So if it is useful and if you think that Q&A sessions are helpful, you can let me know your thoughts. So based on that, I can also plan if the Q&A session is needed, etc. So I shall give maybe 1 more minute so that you can complete answering the poll. And of course, this is an anonymous poll, so you don't have to worry about the identity. So it's an anonymous poll just to know. Okay, I think we have close to 75% of people have answered this so far. I'll give probably a few more seconds and then I'll stop it. Okay, Dhanyavadaha for participating in this. So one important thing here is I see that most of you have not completed the exercises. Though I think around 30 to 40% of you have completed the exercise on Sandhi. Maybe another 30% have not completed it, and another 30% have done it partially. Okay, so those who have done, good, please continue doing so. And those who have not done, please ensure that you do the homeworks diligently. And for any such announcements, etc., you can actually refer to the course page. So I've just put a snapshot of the course page here. If you visit the course page, which is Sanskrit from Home, and if you click on Prathama course, and in the top portion of the page itself, in the right side corner here, you will be able to see the announcements tab. Okay, if there is any homework, etc., I will be posting it as much as possible. Most of the communication you can refer to this announcements tab. Okay, so please note this. For most of the information that are required, maybe if it is related to any Q&A session class, or if it is related to any intermediate assessment, or any of these kind of homeworks, assignment, any of this will be announced in this portion, in this announcements tab. So please keep an eye on this. So here, if you can see this was put up on the last week itself. To complete the homework on Sandhis, to refer to the exam corner 7, and please do it. So I shall not discuss the exercises today. Definitely I have more time to complete the homework on Nadi, as well as the homework that I have given today, which is for the Nadi. Okay, So next, another announcement. So intermediate assessment. Okay, I'm planning for another assessment, which is an intermediate assessment, which is part. This is intermediate assessment 2. One we have already done, and this will be on either 14th or 15th. I shall provide you the dates again, and the more details in the upcoming week, in the next week, basically. So what will be the portion for this? Okay, so this will have whatever we complete until this Friday. So you will get 1 week of time to prepare also. Okay, so until 6th, that is today is 4th, until 6th, which is the next BC, right? So on Friday. So until then, whatever the portions is completed, that will be included for the intermediate assessment. Please start preparing for that. And I also see there are many people who have requested for a Q&A session, to have a Q&A session. So I shall plan for a Q&A session. So please complete your notes and exercises. And extra class, which is a Q&A session, I shall plan one for this week. That is 7th of, the date is not changed. This is August, 7th of August, which is this Saturday. We shall make use of this Saturday for Q&A session and going through the exercises. Okay. So please try to attend this class. So it will be easier. We can complete the exercise, and whatever questions or doubts you have, it will be clarified during this session. So please ensure that you participate in that. Okay. So with that, we shall conclude today's class. I shall just quickly show one more document, which is I'll be uploading the questions of lesson 8 Nadi. Okay, Abhyasaha. All these exercises I shall be uploading in the course page in the exam corner. So please refer to the notes. This class slides also I'll be uploading onto the course page. That is in the exam corner itself. Please refer to these notes and try to answer these questions. Okay. So please do this diligently. Please do the exercises diligently. That will really help. This is very much required so that our understanding of the lesson is also complete. So one portion which I said, whenever we use Vina, then Dvitiya, Tritiya or Panchami Vibhakti can be used. Okay. Sita, Ramam Vina, Ramena Vina, Ramat Vina, Najivati. Jalam Vina, Jalena Vina, Jalat Vina, Meenaha Najivati, etc. Okay. So there's one thing, I shall upload this the same way I had uploaded even for Sandhi. So there are only 14 and 15 questions. Very easy. Try to do it and revise the rules of the Sandhi. Keep revising until you are familiar and until you are confident of applying these Sandhi rules. Okay. So, so this is what I wanted to share. I shall upload this document as soon as this class is over. So maybe by 8:30, if you refer to the course page, I think these things will be updated. Okay, so let me come back for the Q&A now. I will see if there are any important questions in the Q&A chat box. Otherwise, if you have any questions, please raise your hands so we can discuss for some time, and then we'll conclude today's class. So I'm ending the poll. So so and one more thing, so please don't use the chat box to send your messages or anything, because I'll not be able to track the questions from the chat box. Okay, it's better always to write the questions in the Q&A chat box. Okay, so before Pra, do we put I don't know what is the actual context of this question in the Q&A chat box. Amita Bhargava, you have put before Pra, do we put PH sound? So I'm not sure what it is. So Mahodaya, why do we ask Kani Prabhavanti if Nadi is Strilingam? Please help understand. So in general, whenever we ask a question, we will ask in a generic way. So Kani, Kim is basically what, or which all if you want to say Kani. Or if you know, if you're referring to a Nadi, if it is stealing a Shabda, then you can ask Kaha Prabhavanti directly. But when someone doesn't know what it is, so just what if you want to ask, you can ask Samanya. In general terms, we can use Napumsaklinga for asking the question. Or per se also even Pullinga. So if you are not aware of what is the intended answer, okay. So but the person who answers will know the linga and will accordingly tell the correct answer. Okay, next. Darshitam. Darshitam is again another Kridanta word. Darshitam is basically is seen or is being displayed, etc. So it is Napumsakalinga word in this case. Darshitam is Prathama Purusha Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam, and it is not a Kriya Padam. Okay, it's a Kridanta, which is a noun form. Okay, would it be Gangayaha Udgamasthanam Gangotri Sangamasthanam Purva Samudraha, not Purva Samudram. Samudraha, Samudram, both can be used as I've said. So next is Godavari. Re is Dirgha, but in Shloka is Raswa. So I have already told this. Gange Chemune Cheva. Godavari is basically is He Nadi. Similar to that, it is Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti. Okay. Next, Bharatiya Sanskrithehe. Is it 6.1 or 7.1? Sanskrithehe is Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam. Next is okay, I think these were some of the important questions which are there. Can we describe Mrigaha the same way as we have described Khagaha? Not always. So what some of the declensions we try to give, like say for example Khagaha, as I said, so it is basically like one which goes in the sky, etc. We can refer to any object that moves in the sky also as Khaga. So for example, if you want to say even for an aeroplane, so you can actually use Khaga. But this kind of explanation will not be apt or will not be applicable for each and every word which has Gaha towards the end. So there are some which are formed because of this Kriya Pada or because of this kind of joining, but some of them by the word itself they would be like that. Okay, so that's how it is. Yeah, I think these were some of the questions. Now I shall unmute some of the students if they have questions. Okay, Arun NN.
Namaste, Mahoday.
Namaste.
Karaniyaha, is it Krudanta?
Yes, it is a Kridanta. So I will give you a hint. Okay, I'll give you one formula kind of a thing. Okay, so in whichever word, whenever you read some word, if you can feel that there is a kriya which is there part of that word, okay, which is kind of hidden in that word, such words are Kridantas. Okay, it is based on a dhatu basically. Karaniyaha is basically based on kri dhatu, karoti. Okay, so that based on the dhatu, there are some pratyas, some suffixes get added, some grammar rules will come into place, and so on. And finally, the word will become karaniya. So this can be used in all the three lingas, basically karaniya, karaniyaha, karaniyam, etc. So any such word similar to that, kritavan, another word. I'm just giving you an example. Kritaha, gatavan, etc. All these are kridantas. By listening,
Rakshaniya also Kridanta. Rakshaniya.
Yes, correct. Rakshaniya is also a Kridanta. So by reading whichever word, you get the what do you say? The essence of kriya. Okay, something is there already. This means a kriya padam. Then such words are Kridantas. You can think like this at this point in time. Should be good.
Okay, one more question, sir. Sir,
Right.
Godavari Saraswati is it
Sambodhana
Prathama? Sambodhana Prathama, Saraswati, Haswa.
Yeah, everywhere. So He Nadi, similar to that.
Okay.
Gange cha Yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati. In all these places, it is Raswa only.
Ganga Gange आता है.
Yeah, yes. Sita, Site, Sitaha. He Site, right? So He Site, He Gange. So there it becomes Ekara. For Akara and Strilinga Shabda, the Sambodhana Prathama Vibhakti is different. Yeah. But all places. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Dhanyavadaha. Next is Bhagyashree. Yes, you can speak.
Ram, sir.
Ram.
Sir, I cannot understand a vibhakti in the word. Sir. Identify.
So, with practice, you will be able to do. With practice, you'll be able to do. I think you should keep referring to the shabda forms, etc. And then in the words, you will have to try identifying them on a more frequent way. So that is the only way in which you will be able to do it. So yeah, please try practicing more.
Okay, sir. But
Sure.
daily I'm seeing the course page, but still I cannot understand Vibhakti.
No, that's what Vibhakti meaning. So there is one slide which has the meanings of the Vibhaktis, etc. Right? So that slide you can refer to and write it down. First, write it down. Do the same with the meaning for more words. So, for example, for Rama Shabda, I had given one Rama, two Rama, and like two Rama, etc. Like with the meanings. So now, in the same way, instead of Rama Shabda, do it for Ganesha Shabda, do it for Sita Shabda, do it for some other Shabda. So in that way, what will happen? You will develop that habit of whenever you read and understand which Vibhakti this particular word is, this is the meaning of this. Or the other way, if you know the meaning, what this word is meaning, then you can also identify which Vibhakti it may be also. So that way it will be helpful. So please try doing it. I think that will help you. Okay, next Venkateshan Sundar. Next is Ganesha Mohoday. Next is the same order.
Namo Namaste. Ram.
Namaste.
In the Dasavatara,
right?
One of the Dasavatara is given as Buddha. Of course,
Right.
I know. I mean, long ago, I am 67 years old, but long ago when I read Amarkosha and Stadhyaya, there is a name Vishnu Avatara, Buddha Gautama is the name.
Right.
Same thing like Vyasa also is an avatar of Vishnu.
So-
But actually, in in Karnataka, where Dasara is celebrated very grandly, and where they have these steps with the dolls, I always seen Balarama as an avatara, one among the Dasavataras.
Okay, so basically there is, I mean, this particular topic, I mean, yeah, beyond the scope of this class, so I cannot dwell much time on this. But to put in a short summary kind of an answer, there are multiple avatars of Krishna or of Vishnu. If you consider with respect to Bhagavata Puranam itself, there are many more avatars which are there. And even if you consider any other Puranas, based on different Puranas, it is also the number is also different, and some people accept different avatars as possible. So because there is again most often also people confuse with respect to the Gautama Buddha, which is the Buddhism is there. So that is also an avatar of Vishnu, etc. So in these all confusions, some people kind of leave out that Buddha name and use Balarama as the avatara name. That's it. So in a summary, I will just say it in this way. But since it's out of scope of this class, I'll not be able to explain more beyond this.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sure. Dhanyawadaha. Okay, next Ganesha Mohodaya.
Ram Mohodaya.
Ram.
Sir, I find difficult to identify the subject or object in the sentence sometime. For example, Pradhantaya Saptanadhyaha Pravanti. So what is the vibhakti of Pradhantaya?
So Pradhanataya is Tritiya Vibhakti.
So Tritiya.
See, Taya, or it's similar to Sita or something like that. So Pradhanataya.
So normally, sir, in Vibhakti, no, Makaranta Shabda, I find it is the second, it's Dutiya Vibhakti. But sometimes I confuse what is the object and subject in especially passive wise or.
No, passive wise and other things we have not learned, or basically in a formal way. So don't worry about it. So first thing is to identify. First, you will have to identify first the Kartra Padam. First, identify which is the Kriya Padam and then who is the doer. Then you ask one more question: what? Then you will get to know whichever word answers it. That will be the Karma Padam. So that is the methodic way in which you will have to approach. So that's what I'm actually trying also to teach during the class.
Okay. Dhanyawada, sir.
Okay. Koham, you can ask your question.
I also have the same Ram Mohodaya. I also have the same doubt. Jagurukataya, you said it is Tritiya Prathama.
Right.
How? I mean, how?
No, Jagarukataya. Jagarukata is the word. Okay. Sita, similar to Sita.
Okay.
Jagarukata. Yes.
Okay.
Jagarukataya is Sitaya, similar to Sitaya.
Okay.
Dhanyawada. So, yeah, whenever, so Jagarukataya, so it is basically with practice is one thing which you will be able to identify quickly. Okay. So yeah, of course, when I was learning Prathama, back in those days, yeah, it was difficult for me also to understand which vibhakti, which word comes in, what is the actual meaning, etc. So based on my learning so far, like I've tried to explain in various different ways so that you will be able to understand the vibhaktis, etc. But yes, give it some time, because with practice only you will be able to feel confident to identify vibhaktis of each and every word that you come across. So keep revising the forms, that is basically the tables, that is all the Shabda Rupani, etc. So Sitaya, then Lataya, wherever you hear this word, okay, so Ramaya, Aya, wherever it comes, that means say it is Strilinga Shabda and it is in Tritiya Vibhakti. Okay, so but there could be some words which may have that Taya also part of the word itself. Okay, so I am not able to recollect any such word immediately to give an example. But except for those are exceptions you can think. Okay, except for those, in most of the cases wherever this Aya comes, then it means that it could be a Strilinga Shabda with Tritiya Vibhakti, Akaranta Strilinga. So that is one of the ways you can understand. Okay, next set of students, Raju, Kalyan, NSL Narsimhan.
Namo Namah, sir. See, about the Vibhakti.
1 minute, Kalyan Mahodaya. Raju Mahodaya, you can ask your question.
Ram Mahodaya.
Ram.
Hello, this is regarding exam, Mahodaya. I want to know actually, no updates for me.
Okay, so I announced in the last class. So basically the last date, okay, I shall announce it again. So last date for the exam has been extended, and Suraswati Sabha is actually working on the online exam and other related things. So I had a conversation with the director of Sabha as well, and they have said that they will be providing more details probably by the coming week. Okay, so until the last date for the exam is definitely extended, and you don't have to worry related to the process of enrolling into the exam, etc. So all these details will be made available as soon as we get some information on this.
Okay. Thank you, Mahodaya.
Okay, Kalyan Mahodaya, you can ask.
Yes, sir. Basically, two doubts about the Vibhakti. First is Pradhanataya is Tritiya Vibhakti, but Tritiya Vibhakti is basically for instrument of action, something that is used to execute the action. But Pradhanataya, how does it work like an instrument?
That is the first level of understanding of Vibhaktis, is based on certain meanings, etc. So basically what will happen in these cases, okay, so most importantly in this like Pradhanataya, for that matter, there are some also specific rules that apply, like when you are using in this particular artha or something like that, in this way, that particular word has to come in a particular vibhakti. There are certain rules, because this itself is again a wider topic or a big topic in itself, the usage of vibhaktis itself. So for now, I mean, think that okay, Pradhanataya, this sentence means this. You try to understand that way, but it will be clear only later. I mean, like immediately I cannot answer that question.
Okay, sir. And the next doubt is, earlier we were given to understand that whenever is Abhaya Veena, Sardham, etc., it should be preceded by the Tritiya Vibhakti. Correct. Mostly, but you also said that there are some other vibhaktis that would precede the Abhyaya Veena. About the other vibhaktis, I'm not very clear. I would request you to kindly elaborate this.
So that's what. So when we learn
Tritiya Vibhakti use is clear, but other vibhaktis preceding Veena, etc.
That's it. For Veena, it is Dvitiya, Tritiya, or Panchami. So Jalam Vina is Dvitiya Vibhakti, Jalena Vina is Tritiya Vibhakti, and then Jalat Vina, Panchami Vibhakti. So only for Vina we can use Dvitiya, Tritiya, or Panchami. For Sahasakam, Sartham, Samam, only Tritiya should be used. There is no exception, or there is no other alternate forms for that. But only for Vina, these three possible Vibhaktis are there. So Jalam Vina, Jalena Vina, Jalat Vina, all three mean the same. There is no difference. Whichever is easy for you to use, you can use that word.
I see. Yes, there is no situation that should govern a choice of a particular vibhakti.
That's right.
Any of these three can be used.
That's right.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Sure. Dhanyawadaha. Narasimhan, you can ask your question.
Yes. Namo Namah, sir. I just wanted to know this Devanagari Lipri, have you to download for the exam?
No, not necessary.
Not necessary. Okay. Because if there is a you directly put in, then I thought we should know. So the other problem is the book has been quite a bit of a problem because I think nobody is picking up the phones, and then I sent somebody.
But I'm not sure because most of the students also mailed me saying that they were able to get the books, etc. So I'm not sure. Like, I mean, maybe at the time when you had called, if it, like, I mean, I'm not sure.
I've been calling them for the last 3-4 days. I sent somebody there, and they're not open. But anyway, I now finally have been able to obtain a confirmation on the online on the mail. I'll try and process that, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Thank you. Namaskar.
Okay. Next is, please, if your question is answered, please show your hands. Okay, Amita Bhargava. Next, Dhruti Bhatt. And then Rama Bhagini. Amita, you can ask your question. Okay, Dhruti, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Yes, sir. Sir, what is the difference between Rodati and Roditi?
Roditi is the actual form. Okay, Rudadhatu is Roditi is the form. Rodati is not there actually. Roditi is the form. So you can refer to the forms on like from ashtadhyayi.com or some of the website, and you can see the forms. The Kriya Pada itself is like that, Roditi.
Because I have seen both the forms, and so many times I have seen that word Rodati.
No, Roditi is the actual correct form.
Okay, sir. Dhanyavada.
Okay, Amita, you can ask your question.
Yes. Before when we have a sentence with, like you said, kaha pachati.
Right.
So in the sentence which you had given today,
right,
there is before that we have not used the
No, that is, it's always optional. It's always an optional. I can ask the question kaha pachati. If I want to give a pause and ask, I can ask. Or if I join it, I mean, basically if I tell it together, kaf pachati. So it is an option whenever if it is between two words, the sandhi is optional. So you can ask kaha pachati also. There's no wrong with that.
Dhanyavada.
Yes, sure. Dhanyavada. Rama Bhagini, you can ask your question.
Namaste ji.
Namaste.
Namaste sir. I want to know this smaranti and samsmaranti.
Right.
Kindly differentiate this.
So basically, any of these words, like whenever you have some or any of these, it enhances the meaning or meaning of these kriya padas. Okay, smaranti is remembers. Samsmaranti means well, they remember well. That's the way you can think. Okay. It is enhanced with respect to the meaning. Okay, they shall remember it well. That is the meaning of samsmaranti.
Okay, and one more thing, sir. I want to thank you for this. In this lesson, there is no meaning given in this book. You have taken efforts to give all the meanings. I am very grateful to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Dhanyavada. So yeah, please write down the notes based on this. So I shall upload the slides. Sure. Dhanyavada.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So next, Neha Bhagini and Simranji. Last two questions, and we shall conclude today's class.
Sir, have you given the vibhaktis for Nadi?
Yes.
Maybe I have missed it. Which class have you given that?
In previous class also Ikaranta had shown, and also in this lesson it is there. If you refer to the first slide or the fourth slide, basically.
Okay.
It is available.
Okay.
So you can refer to it. So it is here only. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the forms of
this session only, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Simran, you can ask your question.
Namaste, Adhyapaka Mahoday.
Namaste.
Sir, this sandhi just now you said it's optional if we make sandhi or not. Is it for all cases, or there are some cases?
No, it is for all the case in the sense if it is inside, if it is between words, it is not a samasa or anything like that. If it is in a sentence, okay, in a sentence you can think like if it is different words altogether, whether to do a sandhi or not is optional. It is left to you. Okay, but if it is samasa, then always the sandhi should occur. So since we don't know about samasa, it is difficult to explain further in this place. Like for example, Devalayaha, Deva Alaya. These are the two words. Deva is not existing, it's not of any other vibhakti form. So it should be, if it was like Devena Alaya, I mean, there's no meaning with this. Okay, I'm just giving you an example. Devena is an independent word, Alaya is an independent word. Okay, Devena Alaya, if it is there in a sentence, it is your choice whether you want to make it as Devena Alaya or Devena Alaya. You can keep it separate. So in a sentence, the sandhi is optional.
Okay, sir. So with this only, again, I have a doubt. You said Devena Alaya, Devasya Alaya also, right? So
Yeah, Devasya Alaya also, if you make. No, I did not split it as, Devalaya. I did not tell the meaning of Devalaya with these two words. I just used.
Okay.
So don't get confused. So if you
So
consider
Devasya plus Alaya,
yes,
if you try to combine, it will again be Sandhi, Devasya Alaya, something
that's
like
right.
that.
That's right. If you want to make it Sandhi, it will become Devasya Alaya. Or if you don't want, you can still say it as Devasya Alaya. Both are right.
Okay. But Devalaya, it has to be compulsorily a Sandhi.
It has to be compulsorily because Devasya Alayaha is a samasa which is there. Okay. And because of the various rules, it will, the final words that combine will become Deva and Alaya. And since it is Pratipadikas, so you'll have to combine it. It is not, they do not have independent existence.
Okay, so one more. Yeah. Please continue. Please continue.
Yeah, in Sanskritam, word is nothing but Subantam Tingantam, Subtingantam Padam. That is what is said. So it should be either a Subanta or a Tinganta, like Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha, any of these forms, or Patati, Patataha, Patanti, all any of these forms. Only they are considered as words, and only these words can be used. So if you just say Rama is a Pratipadika, Pratipadika has no use on its own. Okay.
Okay.
So that is why Devalaya should be combined in places of Samasa.
Okay, in Samasa, Pratipadiks are used for combination, right?
That's right.
Okay, and so one more thing, it's not a question, but I am really grateful to you the way you teach and the way you present the slides and homework. I have seen other Sanskrit books, I was going haywire, but because of you, it's so methodic, it's done so properly and organized. Thank you so much. It makes easy learning.
Sure, Dhanyawadaha. I mean, it's all Guru's grace that able to deliver in this way. And
you are very patient while teaching, very patient, sir. Very patient. Thank you so much.
Dhanyawadaha. Yeah, sure. Thanks for the kind words. So yeah, but at the end of the day, what I want is all of you to learn this very well. And I mean, this is just a first step of Prathama, right? So, but I want you to excel in learning in this path, in this journey of learning Sanskritam. So that is my goal, and I want to help in whatever way is possible. So with that, we shall conclude. It's already time. Dhanyawadaha sarvebhyaha. Ram. We shall again meet on Friday. So if there are any questions, so please do write an email to me on raghu.vyoma@gmail.com. With that, we shall conclude today's class.